I don't like this. Could this be the Blight itself? Those poor villagers. What is this? did this? Whose handiwork is this?
In the name of Prince Adrian, I order you to disperse.
Why would we do that? No way! These freeloaders made fools of us all. They ate our food, drank our wine, and lived here like serpent kings. They promised to protect us, but they're no more handy in a fight than a plate of soggy biscuits. I'll show them. I'm going to beat the nonsense out of them.
I have been sent by Prince Adrian. I cannot allow bloodshed without a thorough investigation first.
Fine, fine. We submit ourselves to the authority of the Crown. What's the point in arguing? Calm down, lads. The King's people are here. They'll deal with these rogues.
You seem to be the one in charge. Tell your people to be on their way. The peasants are ready to play nice, and let them go in peace.
Hey, who are you anyway? Why should I trust you?
Haven't you heard of me? I'm Elisa, Prince Adrian's envoy. Do you think Prince Adrian would look favorably upon your behavior? This village is under my protection.
I see. What a life, huh? I don't want to start my journey to the underworld in this hole. Everybody, return to our yard. There'll be no fight today. The Marcellans give their word.
Your good judgment pleases me. Now tell me, who are you really, and why did you come to Rickville?
Very well. I'm sick of the lies. We're from the Mage Factory. We work as guards there. They sent us to Rickville to fetch supplies, and here we are. Luggy must have possessed us.
To clarify, were you sent out before the disaster?
I know nothing about any disaster. We weren't at the Mage Factory that night. They sent us to Rickville for provisions. We followed orders, that's all. What do we do now? We'll be arrested as deserters. They probably won't even bother questioning us. Just hang us from the trees. Or maybe a sharp blade would make a better end. That's why I made up the story about the Archmage. I wanted to buy some time.
I may have need for your testimony later. You're in no danger for now. Stay in Rickville.
Well, we don't have anywhere else to go.
Oh, I'll tell you more. Ascald used to talk a lot about this crypt.
Well, what is it? Tell me, is it pretty? It is. Towers to high.
Your esteemed sister Mercia asked me to pay you a visit.
Right, Mercia. She never rests, does she? Is she out helping the poor again? Does she need more of my grain to feed another regiment of freeloaders?
If you don't believe in charity, please, name your price.
Yes, all right. I was just making conversation. No need to bring prices into it. I'm happy to help Mercia. I'll send grain and some ham for good measure. However,
Pray continue, sir.
the village has to endorse the decision first. We're a community here. What are people going to say if I just start giving away our grain?
I don't know that I can get every single person in the village to agree.
No, it's not that complicated. Get the village elder, the healer, and the blacksmith to agree. No one will defy their authority.
How do you like that wonderful fresh bread from our chef?
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we stay here?
What a slacker! A Loggy's fool! I'll show you, bastard! Ugh!
Excuse me, what are you saying?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, that was so rude. I was cursing Fontaine. That's my apprentice. I sent him to the fair to get a toolbox, and he just took off.
If you always curse like this, I'd run away too. He might be hiding from you. Did you think of that?
He must be at the tavern by the tower. I caught him in the baths last time. I bet he's in there again. If you happen to see him, tell him that Kamos is really eager to have him back. Boy's worse than a trawl.
I'm here to ask your consent to sending a shipment of grain to some starving refugees.
Yes, I heard something about these unfortunates. I don't oppose helping them, but what are the others in Rickville going to say?
Oh,
Let's talk again once you've persuaded Aglaya. She's the village healer.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we slave away for that torch? Anyone can tread on it.
ah, a new face in our village. Well, tell me what you need. Are you Aglaya, the village healer? I come to you on an important mission.
Interesting. What's this all about then?
I've come from Garrick. He wants to withdraw grain and other provisions from the village stores for the Mage Factory refugees.
I'm sure his sister Mercia is behind this. She's such a kind-hearted girl. This is her idea, right? Since you enjoy doing good deeds, can you do something for us this time?
What is it you need?
It's fairly easy. I just need 4 bunches of flowers from the Pelian marshes. There, beyond the hills. They're called ghost lilies. All these undead roaming about spread diseases, just like rats. The porpoise plague, the coronary infection, the chicken cough. Awful. But in the right preparation, ghost lilies will protect you from all that. Do this for me, and those delightful refugees can have as much as they need.
Why haven't you done it yourself? You're the village healer.
I told you, there are too many undead staggering around. I'm a healer, not a warrior.
You can speak to me? Really? Is it time to become one with the Creator?
You can talk? But you're merely a skull.
'Tis true. I know more about the afterlife than anyone. And my experiences of the past few centuries have been uncanny indeed. How do I possess all this knowledge? What man am I? Or woman? It has all been erased from my memory, faded with the long march of time. Why am I yet bound to this world?
I'm sorry. I haven't the least idea how to answer your question.
I know not. Could it be that I need time to recollect who I am? Someone scattered my bones over the marshes, and I can feel something connected to me in the very middle of it. My immortality is a heavy burden. If only I could find a way to become one with creation. The fair knight Baldwin led the Marcellan army into battle. This is the spot where Baldwin's protector perished. A squire whose name has been lost to the centuries fought to protect his master until his wounds forced him to the ground. The last thing he saw before his eyes went black were the last of Morcolt's units fleeing back to Rigurn.
There was a song in our village about the evil Morcolt and the fair King Maximus. Are you speaking of those bygone days?
Yes. In truth, it was a long time ago. My bones were brought here to be secreted away. A woman, a powerful sorceress, wept over them. She lamented for all those fallen, while serving a knight by the name of Baldwin. All those cloven by dwarven axes, or pierced by the spears of the undead. The mourner's magic protected those warriors slain by the necromancers. But centuries have passed, and all that is left of her tears are the ghost lilies.
So these flowers are the incarnation of some ancient magic?
Yes, they are but an echo of those time-worn spells. The one who lies here, beneath my bones, witnessed a mighty assault. An army charging through the blossoming hills towards the walls of the town. He walked among the undead, risen by black necromancy and fear. If an arrow fired from the walls of Marcella did not kill him, that fear would.
But as far as I know, Marcella has been assaulted only once, and that was long, long ago.
I wouldn't know. So that's what. It was I, Nisevra the Sorcerer, who learned King Maximus was absent on a mission to conquer the elves, and led the undead to the walls of Marsala. What would the Dukes of Rigern, Hugo, and Murkult do without me? Those good-for-nothings. They are but dust under the boots of the mighty masters of death. Thus thought I, but twin lightning bolts from two of Nevedis' sorceresses reduce me to ash. Separately, I would have thrashed either of them.
So you're a villain, and you're planning to summon an army of dead.
I long for vengeance on all those who lived while I lay dead. You will be but the first victim of the mighty Nisevra. I no longer have the strength of my living form. I am weary, so weary. Pray, let me go. Take the treasures that lie by the decrepit tower, and let me go.
You learned your lesson in the end, Nisevri. May the Creator receive you.
Oh, if only I could abandon this existence. An endless darkness, blacker than night, shrouds the underworld. I can never find peace. Leave me be. No one must see the mighty Nisevra, reduced to such feebleness. Take my treasure and go.
Oh, I can smell the ghost lilies. Did you bring enough?
Yes, I think so. But I breathed in so much swamp gas, I'm not certain about anything anymore.
That's all right. It'll wear off. And for problems that don't wear off so easily, I have something left from my days in the capital and a few other things I made myself. I hope they'll be useful for you.
The starving refugees need the village's help. All you need to do is grant your approval.
Yes, why not do a good deed? I approve. Let everybody know. Are you heading to the Mage's Tower? I've a request for you.
I am heading to the Mage's Tower, but I'm not sure I have the time to oblige you.
I understand. You have your own tasks. But is there any way you could check something for me? I'm worried about my niece.
Is something wrong?
Her name's Yvonne. I haven't seen her for 10 days now. She said she was heading to the tower to meet a friend. Of course, she's an adult now, but I'm still worried.
Of course I'll do this for you.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we stay there?
Aglaia approves of sending the grain. I'd like to know what you have to say.
Well, yes, of course. I'll always support a kind deed.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we slave away for that torch?
Face.